chapter, and the chapter name is The Snake and the Mirror. It is written by Vaiku Muhammad Bashir. Before reading this chapter line by line, let me give you a small introduction on this chapter. This is a horrible tale. This is a horrible story explained by a doctor, in which he has expressed his wish for his marriage. He makes imagination about his marriage and he wants to look very smart. So we will understand what he decided to look smart in this story and how this snake and the mirror played important role in his life, that we will understand here in this story. So let's start from the first para. Has a snake ever coiled itself? Coiled means what? Twisted itself round any part of your body? A full-blooded cobra. That means here full-blooded means what? Very energetic. All of us fell silent. The question came from the homeopath. The topic came up when we were discussing snacks. We listened attentively as the doctor continued with his tale. It was a hot summer night about 10 o'clock. I had my meal at the restaurant and returned to my room. I heard a noise from above as I opened the door. The sound was familiar. One could say that the rats and I shared the room. I took out my box of matches and lighted the kerosene lamp on the table. So this chapter is all about a doctor whose earning was not very good. He was newly practiced now. That means he was very new. He completed his degree in homeopathic. Alright, in homeopath, and he started his clinic. Because he was very much recently he started his clinic, and that is why he took one room as a rent. He rented one house, and because he had not much money, and that is why he found a room in a rural area, and there in his room there was not very much facility. The room was not electrified. There was no electricity in his room. So one day, he decided to have dinner in a restaurant. Finally, he just enjoyed the dinner in a restaurant and he just returned to his room. And it was hot summer night and timing was 10 o'clock at night. So he just had his meal at the restaurant and he returned to his room. So after coming to the room, he heard, as he opened the room, he heard some sound, and the sound was very much familiar. Like he thought these are the sound of rats, because the room was not very much full furnished. The room was a temporary house. So he knew that along with him there lives so many rats also. That is why he thought it was the sound of rats. So he did not mind much after hearing these sounds. I took out my box of matches and lighted the kerosene lamp on the table, and finally he just took out his matches and lighted the kerosene lamp on the table. Because it was the summer night and there was no electricity in his room, so you can understand what was the condition of that doctor, especially in summer night. The house was not electrified, there was no electricity in his house. It was a small rented room. What kind of room it was? It was a very simple, small room. I had just set up medical practice and my earnings were meager. What is the meaning of meager over here? Meager means what? Very less. That means his earning was very less because recently he had started practicing. I had about 60 rupees in my suitcase, but small money, like little money he had along with him. And how much money he had? He has rupees 60 in his suitcase along with some shirt and dhotis. I also possessed an solitary black coat which I was then wearing. So he had very limited things along with him. He had only 60 rupees and his small things were along with him, like he had some clothes, like he had dhoti, he had his own coat, and that he was then wearing. I took off my black coat, white shirt and not so white waist and hung them up. I opened the two windows in the room. It was an outer room with one wall facing the open yard. So finally, as he entered in the room, he just removed his clothes and he hung it on the hanger, and then he just opened the window so that he could get some fresh air from the window because it was summer night. It had a tiled roof with long, supportive gables that rested on the beam over the wall. There was no ceiling. There was a regular traffic of rats, and there was so many rats. That means regular traffic of rats to and fro the beam. I made my bed and put it close to the wall. So finally he just arranged everything on his bed. He just made his bed. He made his bed ready to sleep, and he just shifted his bed little bit towards the window so that he could get some fresh air. And you know, because the room was not fully furnished, and that is why there were so many rats also who were continuously moving here and there. I lay down but I couldn't sleep. Finally, he decided to take rest. He decided to sleep because it was now sleeping time, but he couldn't sleep. I got up and went out to the veranda for a little air, but the wind god seemed to have taken time off. Taken time off means leave. Time off, that means leave. 15. Because the weather was not very much cool and he felt restless when he was trying to sleep, and that is why he got up and he came out to the veranda. He went to the veranda so that he thought that definitely he will get some fresh air in the veranda. But the wind god seemed to have taken time off. But after going there, there was no air, there was no fresh air at all. So he thought that definitely wind god, that is Lord, wind is on leave, because the air was not at all. Wind was, there was no any relief outside. The same condition was, this condition which was in the room, the same condition was there in the veranda. He had a hope that he will get some fresh air, but he didn't get any fresh air even in the veranda. I went back into the room and finally he decided to go to room and sat down on the chair. There was one chair also in his room, so he just sat down on the chair. I opened the box beneath the table and took out a book. Finally, he decided to read one book, the Materia Medica. Now, he took out one book. It was a medical book, and the name of that book was Materia Medica. in which you can see so many symptoms of the different disease, because he was a homeopathic practitioner. So he just took out that Materia Medica book to read. I opened it at the table on which stood the lamp, and a large mirror, a small comb lay beside the mirror. So he just opened the book on the table, and on the table only there was also a mirror and his comb. One feels tempted to look into a mirror when it is near one. So everybody loves to see his or her own face whenever you see anywhere the mirror. Similarly, the doctor also wanted to see himself in the mirror. So he was attracted towards the mirror. He attracted toward the mirror. I took a look, and finally he just saw his face into the mirror. In those days, I was a great admirer of beauty, and I believed in making myself look handsome. So he was a great admirer of himself. He wanted to look more smart, and that is why so many times he was in habit to see in the mirror. He wanted to look more handsome. He wanted to look handsome. I was unmarried and I was a doctor. Moreover, he was a doctor and he was bachelor also. I felt I had to make my personal presence felt. I picked up the comb and ran it through my hair and adjusted the parting so that it looked straight and neat. Again, I heard the sound from the above. So finally, when he was looking in the mirror, he decided to comb his hair. So finally, he just took the comb and he started making his hair like this. Alright. So when he was making his hair, again he heard the sound from the above. The same sound which he heard earlier. I took a close look at my face in the mirror and he just ignored that sound, and finally he went more close to the mirror and he started mending his hairstyle. I made an important decision. I would shave daily and grow a thin mustache to look more handsome. So he decided when he was doing comb, that time he was watching his face also in the mirror, and he decided that he will just grow a thin mustache. Alright, mustache means what? A thick growth of hair near this area. So he decided that he will keep a thin mustache there. Thin. That means he will grow a thin mustache in order to look more handsome, because he wanted to look very smart, and he thought that this thin mustache will enhance his look. I was after all a bachelor and a doctor. Moreover, he was a doctor and he was a bachelor also. So he had great dream for his marriage also. I looked into the mirror and smiled, and finally he looked into the mirror and he just smiled. It was an attractive smile and he was very happy that time. I made another earth-shaking decision, and he made another decision also. That means he decided at first to look smart, he will grow a thin mustache, and second decision, he also took second important decision. And what was the decision? I would always keep that attractive smile on my face. Not only he will grow his mustache, his thin mustache, but he will also keep a smile on his face. According to him, this will make him more handsome. To look more handsome, I was after all a bachelor and a doctor too on the top of it. Again came the noise from the above, and finally again he heard the same noise which he heard when he opened initially the gate. Alright. I got up, lit a bidi, paced up and down the room, and finally he just took out one bidi and he started moving here and there. Then another lovely thought struck me. Then another idea also came into his mind. I would marry. क्या करूँगा मैं? शादी. Because he was bachelor, so he had also his own dream. What kind of girl should be there for him? Which girl will be perfect for him? So I would get married to a woman doctor who had plenty of money and a good medical practice. So he decided that he will get married with a lady doctor who had plenty of money and good medical practice. That means he will get married to a wealthy lady, rich doctor, female doctor. She had to be fat for a valid reason, but he wanted his wife to be fat. He was looking for a fat doctor, fat lady doctor. What was the reason behind this? If I made some silly mistake and needed to run away, she should not be able to run after me and catch me. Because he thought that if she will be fat, then definitely if she will be fat, then she will not be able to catch me if sometimes I make a mistake. So it was the idea of the doctor, like if his wife will be fat, then she will not be able to run away to catch the doctor if the doctor made some mistake. With such thought in my mind, I resumed my seat in the chair in front of the table. There were no more sounds from above. Suddenly, there came a dull thud. Dull thud means what? Sound of falling. As if a rubber tube. It was just like a sound when, it was the sound which was not very much sharp. It was the sound of falling something. It was sound just like if one, tube, a thick tube falls on the ground, what kind of sound it creates? That kind of sound he heard that time. If a rubber tube had fallen to the ground. So if the rubber tube had fallen to the ground, it will create some sound. So that kind of sound only he heard that time. Surely nothing to worry about. Even so, I thought I would turn around and take a look. But when third time he heard the voice, he couldn't ignore, and he just turned back to see what kind of sound that was. As he turned back, no sooner had I turned than a fat snake wriggled over the back of the chair and landed on my shoulder. The snake's landing on me and my turning were simultaneous. So as he turned, he saw one fat, long snake just fell on his shoulder from the back of the chair. I got up, I didn't jump, I didn't tremble, I didn't cry out. And what was the condition of doctor? He got frightened after seeing that cobra sound. And he did not jump, he didn't tremble, he didn't cry out. There was no time to do any such things because he was surprised. He was unable to understand what to do because he was dreaming that time, and the next moment he saw that fat snake. The snakes slithered along my shoulder and coiled around my left arm above the elbow. The wound was spread out and its head was hardly 3 or 4 inches from my face. It would not be correct to say merely that I sat there holding my breath. I was turned to stone, but my mind was very active. The door opened into darkness. The room was surrounded by darkness. In the light of the lamp, I sat there like a stone image in the flesh. So finally, as you saw that very energetic cobra just coiled, the cobra coiled the left hand of the doctor. And he was unable to decide what to do the next. He could neither cry, otherwise the snake, he had fear that if he move a little bit, then definitely the snake will bite him. Alright, and that is why rather than moving, rather than shouting, he found to be keep quiet. He thought it is good to be keep quiet. His body stopped working. He didn't know what to do the next moment. That means he got frightened badly and he just stood like a lifeless object because his mind was not working. He didn't know what to do because the distance from the hood of the snake and his face was very little. It was hardly 3 or 4 inches from his face because the snake's hood was very close to his face. So he just assumed himself that he was a lifeless thing. So just like a stone, he was stood at his place. I felt then the great presence of the creator of this world and this universe. God was there. Suppose I said something and he did not like it. Then what we do? Whenever we face some problem and whenever we don't get any way how to solve this problem, how to overcome the problem, that time what we do? We just go to the mandir or we go to the puja room, and what we do? We just remember our God and we just make a request to God, please remove my problem, please sort out my problem. So the same moment he also started, he started remembering the God. God was there, suppose, and that was the moment he realized the presence of God.